Hey, Pepper, how are you? It's good to see you again. Well, I don't think I can actually tell you the adjustments we're going to make, can I? Doesn't James Wade listen to this? But look, we know we need to be better. I think a few days off will keep us a little bit more rested. We didn't quite execute what we wanted to do in the last game. We've made a few adjustments here. We have to do a better job of protecting the paint. We know that. Copper she was a handful. She's had a great season, so she'll be a key matchup again.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you, Pepper. And once again, as a reminder, please use the raise hand function. Let us know that you have a question for Coach.
Short and sharp. I like it like that.
We may be short and sweet. All right, we're going to excuse Coach, and we're going to have Coach talk with media who are here on site in Phoenix.
Thank you.
There's two of us or three of us? There's two of us.
All right, everybody, thank you for staying with us, and we'll begin right away with Skylar Dickens-Smith. And we'll begin first with Pepper. Pepper, go ahead, please.
Hi, Skylar. Quick question for you. I know that was a tough loss on Sunday. How do you bounce back from game one mentally off the court and as a team on the court?
What's going on, Pepper? How you doing, girl?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I could be a little bit better. But, yeah, it is what it is. Chicago came out and they threw the first punch. So you got to give them all the credit. And for us, we have to bring more energy throughout the whole game. It'll be great having Sophie Cunningham back to the lineup to give us another body on the bench. And then, we have to have less turnovers. We have to rebound and we have to have more toughness on the defensive end.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thanks, baby girl.
Thank you, Pepper. And we're going to turn next to Craig. As a reminder to all the other folks joining us, if you would, please use the raise hand function. Craig, go ahead for Skylar.
Thank you. Hey, Skylar. Obviously, as Pepper just said, down 1-0 in the series right now. You've got game 2 here tomorrow. How important is that to get a win tomorrow for you guys?
What you think?
I know the answer, but I needed you to tell me.
What you think? I mean, of course, we got to win this game. It's no doubt in our minds. This is the same predicament that we just came out of last series in Vegas, being down 1. And so we've been here before. We just have to trust our experience and trust our leadership and understand that we have to go take the game. And that's 50-50 balls, rebounding, taking care of the basketball, executing on offense. And just like I said, just bringing more energy and having more pride on the defensive side of the basketball. But obviously, in our mind, we want to tie this thing up. We want to win the rest of the games. So This is very important to us. And this is really the only game that's on our radar right now.
Was that quick turnaround from Vegas? Was that a part of was there some fatigue involved in game 1?
I mean, I only could speak for myself. Obviously I would say, yeah. And especially with our numbers being short, losing Sophie, losing Nurse, those are huge losses for us. And they do a lot of the thankless jobs, those two, Sophie and Nurse, for us. They bring a lot of physicality, a lot of energy, defensive toughness. They spread the court because they could shoot the basketball. And so we were playing with new lineups and different lineups for stretches that we normally, they were just different. But yeah, I'm sure fatigue has something to do with it coming out of that emotional series. Obviously, Diana could speak for herself, but having a baby and all that stuff, it was just a lot going on. We didn't really get a chance to prepare on the court for Chicago, but like I said, that doesn't take away from the credit that we give them. They came out and punched first, and so we have to just respond now.
Can you speak quickly to the support you get from the fans here in Phoenix?
Yeah, I mean, it's insane. I feel like I say this every game, but especially being on the other side of it for so many years, the X Factor definitely has become notorious for being one of, making these basketball environments so tough. And for us, we need to take this game too and find a way to really lock and tap into them. but we appreciate the support. It's been here all year for us, even though we've had our ups and downs. They've been the constant. And so we appreciate the support of the city. And, it's great. It's a great basketball environment to come to and to be involved in.
Let me ask you both too, just about basketball, so much about matchups. How do you guys match up with Chicago, do you think?
I think we matched up well. I mean, we played it pretty good throughout the season. Obviously, we're coming off a quick turnaround, so we just didn't necessarily come out the way we wanted to, but I think we were able to get in the gym today, get locked in, kind of go through our game plan. I think we're going to come out ready for them tomorrow.
Thanks, you guys. I appreciate it.
Just a reminder, if you would, raise your hands with a question, and we're going to turn now to Alex Azzi. Alex, if you would, please. Alex, go ahead for Skylar and Bria.
Hey, thanks so much for taking the time. Alex Hazzy with NBC Sports. Hope you don't mind me asking. I'm so curious at the papers in front of you. Are they stat sheets from the other night?
Yes.
Anything pop out to you?
The score of the game.
Got it. Thank you so much.
All right, if we have no other questions,
Thank you.
we'll excuse Skylar and Bria. Skylar, Bria, thank you.
Won't be late tomorrow.
All right, everybody, to our media group, we have been joined by Chicago General Manager and Head Coach James Wade. If you would right away begin raising your hand, and we will begin with Coach. Once again, please use the raise hand function. I know we have a lot of Chicago media on here, so we'll begin right away with questions for Coach. All right, we're going to start with Richard. Richard, if you would, please go ahead for James.
Hey, James, just wondering what the mentality of the team is heading into this game, just knowing that you're probably going to get their best punch coming out.
The mentality is like we've had the entire playoffs. We know it's going to be a slugfest, so we're ready for a fight.
All right, one more time. If you would, please make use of the raise hand function, and we will get you on right away with Coach Wade. Alex, go ahead, please. Alex, if you would, please go ahead for the coach.
Hey, Coach. Alex Azzi with NBC Sports. I was wondering if you could talk about what it's been like playing and preparing to play in Phoenix with the fans that are in attendance there.
Phoenix has, traditionally had great fans. They have a great organization. And so, it brings us challenges, but we don't really focus on it. We just focus on us. And so when we go out there, we concentrate on what we have to do. Playing in away arenas are, they bring their challenges, but it's something that we haven't really focused on at all. And our team this year has done a great job of that, no matter where we play, of knowing what we have to bring and really honing in on the game plan and how we have to execute.
One follow-up on that, I'm curious kind of from the Wubble season last year with, you could hear a pin drop almost to now being in packed stands again. Has that presented any unexpected challenges, or does it just feel more normal?
Well, it feels more normal. I think, I don't think we were in the bubble a long time, but I think we've played basketball long enough to understand that we were in a weird situation. And once it got back to normal, we started feeling good. I think the only abnormality is, us not wearing suits and dressing up and being fly and all that. I look down the court, Sandy is I think she's won best dressed coach the last 3 or 4 years. So not used to seeing her in the quarter zip. I think that's the only thing that's abnormal about it.
Is that an unofficial award among coaches?
No, I think I saw that somewhere in Twitterverse or something like that, I guess. I don't know. She's fly, though. I give her that. She is.
It's on Twitter. It must be official. Thanks so much,
Yeah,
Coach.
Gotta be.
All right, we're going to return to Richard Tarstitano. Richard, if you would, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, you guys have obviously played in a lot of elimination games and seemingly played your best basketball. How do you, now with the lead, kind of still encourage that must-win mentality?
We've done a good job of having a game plan and having a mentality that supports that game plan. And, so we approach the games really with the same mentality every game. We know we're in a good place and we want to stay there. And we're ready to fight to stay there. And so that's how we approach it.
Have you seen that game 3 at home is basically sold out? I mean, what's the support been like from the city of Chicago just on this run?
Skytown, they want a winner and they want to be there when it happens. So we're going to do everything it takes. But right now I can't really think about game 3 because game 2 hasn't happened. So my focus is on game 2. After game 2, maybe I can, answer that question with a little bit more investment or enthusiasm. But right now, game 2 is where it's at.
Last one real quick, just with Candace, I know you've said she's in your ear a lot on the bench. What do you think she's brought most from that coaching component that she's instilled in the rest of the team?
Experience, being in those moments and knowing who she is. So she's played a long time. And the one thing that you have so much success early, you kind of figure out who you are earlier on. And so you trust everything, you say it with a certain amount of certainty. And so as a coach, you can't help but trust that when she says something, you have to listen and understand. And it goes into, our coaches as well, so I have a lot of people helping me along this journey. She's just a big part of it because she actually gets to execute on the floor. And, she's been there. So she brings a lot, but her experience and her having done it before, on the big stage, not just being a part of a championship team, but actually being the finals MVP. It says a lot. And so we tend to trust that more often than not.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
All right. Thanks, guys.
To our media, stay with us. We will be joined shortly by Chicago Sky players Courtney Vandersloot and Stephanie Dolson.
Oh, we're sure you're going to sit there. I thought you were going there. Why are we here together? Have we ever done media? No.
All right, everybody, we have been joined by
I miss Allie.
Chicago Sky players Stephanie Dolson and Courtney Vandersloot. If you would please use the raise hand function, and we'll begin right away with Courtney and Steph, who cannot wait for questions. And we're going to begin right away with Richard Tarstitano. Richard, go ahead.
Hey, this is for either Courtney or Stephanie. What kind of response are you expecting from Phoenix, just knowing that their backs are kind of up against the wall?
We expect them to make adjustments, and they're a very well coached team. Obviously, Diana is going to be better, I think, next game. We try to do as much as we can. Obviously, how difficult it is to make things challenging for her, but we expect some adjustments made offensively, maybe something defensively. So obviously this is a chess match. It's the finals, and it's only been one game. So we're all making adjustments, but it's all about coming down and doing it in the game.
All right, we're going to turn to Holly Rowe. Holly, you're going to be followed by Alex. Holly, go ahead.
Hey, Courtney, I saw that you had a little foot issue in the last game. Just wondered what was going on and how you're doing. What's happening?
I'm doing good. It wasn't anything new, something I've been dealing with. So just, part of being old, Holly, you know how it is.
I do know how it is. Is it like, it's not a cramping issue. It's like a fascia maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not cramping. Yeah.
Got you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Holly. We're going to turn to Alex. Alex, go ahead.
Hey, I have a question. Actually, a couple of specific questions for Courtney. I was hoping to get a little bit of clarification on. First, I was hoping to get a little bit of a clearer picture. I think maybe Candace mentioned it the other day about some deep dish pizza that got delivered to her after some text messages that you sent her. And I was just curious if you could kind of provide some more details on that story, how you got pizza delivered to her in California.
Well, there's like this, I don't even know though. It's a website that basically you can choose Chicago style foods. And we had heard, or we knew that, obviously her being from Chicago, she has a special place in her heart for Chicago food. So we were just kind of, a way of letting her know how much we want her to be part of our team, to send her some of her favorites, which included deep dish pizza, Garrett's popcorn, and Portillo's, which is her favorite. So we just sent her that just kind of as a reminder what she could have any day of the week if she came and played for Chicago.
Got it. Was it like the texting and all that? Was it like trying to be careful, like not trying to make the sell too hard while also like showing that you're passionate? Like were there those types of dynamics involved?
Oh no, we were all out. It wasn't not trying too hard. We tried as hard as we could.
Got it. And then one other question. Coach mentioned the other night a story about a mirror. Does that have any meaning to you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. He said he bought you a mirror. So maybe he hasn't given it to you yet. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
I think you already did, maybe. I think that ship has sailed.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. I'm telling him too.
We're going to go back to Richard. Richard, if you would, for Courtney and Steph.
I was just wondering, Coach talked about how Candace has kind of been a second coach on the bench. What's that been like with her as kind of serving as a player coach with you guys? I mean, is it weird just knowing like your teammates, or you just what's that relationship like?
I feel like it's normal. I think she did it right when she got here. So it became very natural for us to, in practice, coaches saying some things. And then on the sideline, especially in the post section, she would talk to us like a coach as well. And, we would listen, and she's very smart when it comes to the analytics of basketball. So, it kind of came naturally for us to just listen and take her in as a player, but also as a coach, because we know how much experience she has and how much knowledge she has with the game.
Kalia kind of described her as an oversharer. Is that sometimes the case?
Oh, what? Sorry.
Oversharer. Like sometimes she's just talking so much in the intensity.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's fine.
Last one, I guess, for me, if nobody else is, just with Game 3 coming back to Chicago and it being sold out. I mean, what's that mean to you guys? Just knowing you can close it out at home.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to know and hear because we have been hearing it, but our focus is here in Phoenix and we still have a game to play. Game 3 doesn't matter as much to us right now as Game 2 does.
I guess then just the support from Chicago. I mean, the Bears players tweeting at you guys and Bulls and Hawks and pretty much the city getting behind you. What's that been like?
I think that we're gonna, we'll really feel it once we get home. We've obviously been on the road a long time, but we're excited to play in front of our fans who have supported us all year. For everyone to show up when we need them the most, it's huge to have the city rally behind us. We all want that. We all want one thing, and that's to bring a championship to Chicago.
All right. Thank you, Courtney. And thank you, Steph. Thank you to our media for joining us.